V is an 1894 United Kingdom legal document on vellum. It is 2 pages, and it references, here comes Mama Dog. It references a transfer of property, and it also has King William IV's name. That's the back. This is the front here. And this is the handwriting. It's just absolutely spectacular. I love it. It's so pretty. And these vellum documents, I actually have several, and I need to, but I'm having to flatten them out because the way they were shipped. And this is the back of this one. Here you can see it's numbered 3500. And signed. So this top page measures 9.8 by 8.5. The bottom page measures 13 by 10.5. And for this, I am asking $28, which is way less than it's worth, but I need to make room. I need to make room. So that is V, and I'm gonna put that there and cover this. And then W, see, I got smart this time, you guys. I divided up the wine labels so there wouldn't be very much confusion about the letters and everything. But this is a vintage wine label, Domaine de la, I have no idea how you say Presale, maybe? Cotes du Rhone or Rhone? I'm not sure. That's very, very pretty. And I was gonna see, yeah, you could see the lines in the paper there. Now, some of them are printed with this aqua, but as the prints went on, they become a brown black. So very interesting. These measure 3.5 by 4.8. 3.5 by 4.8. They're $1 a piece. I have 52 of W. X is some ledger from the 1800s. These are from Indiana and Ohio. So you see Toledo, Ohio. But then you have, here's Chicago, Illinois. And then here, let's see, you have, I thought I saw Sandusky, Ohio. Ah, Attica, Indiana. So very nice. Each of these folios measure 15 by 10.3. They have just beautiful, beautiful handwriting. I have 14 of these, and I am asking $3 each for X. Why? Y is a vintage crochet belt. This was in a shipment that I received from France. You can see some discoloration there. It has V-shaped stitching. It measures 33 inches long. It is connected there. and it measures 1.8 inches wide. And it's an ecru color, not white, not ivory, more like a very pale beige. My turtle's on my foot, sorry. If that banging noise, that's my turtle. So for Y, I am asking $7. Okay, now he's, oh no, don't flip over. Okay, whew, I thought he was about to flip over on his back. Let's see, Z, I'm having to stretch around here. Okay, so for Z, this is so pretty. Z is an Irish crochet lace collar that I also got from France. As you can see, it's an ecru beige color. It measures 7.8 by 4.25. Now, they have hand stitched this ruffle here. I personally would pop that stitching to stretch it out for its full length without the ruffle, but maybe you're doing a journal skirt. You could leave it that way as well. It would look gorgeous on the front. I could just see this layered with like a vintage cotton underneath it, and then have this come down as the front lower part of a journal skirt. I just think it's beautiful. There's some close-up of it. It's very soft. For Z, I am asking $12 for Z. And you guys can look these up on eBay. They go for a lot more, but like I said, I have had some, I may as well update during my sale video, right? So I've had some big changes as life takes us, right? I have good news, I have bad news. So good news, well, let's start with the bad news. The bad news is I won't be doing Friday night crafting chats anymore because of the good news. The good news is that I have a new job. I will no longer be working in psychiatric. I got a job in the intensive care units at the main hospital downtown. And I will be going through some intensive training beginning August the 9th through the middle of September. And I'm very excited to be given the opportunity. Like, I'm super excited. I've been wanting to get back to bedside. I just had to wait on the right time. And I also will be full-time. As a lot of you know, I went down to part-time, working only weekends so that I could watch Teddy during the week. But it has been some time since I've been watching Teddy during the week. We usually just get him one day a week now. So there is no excuse for me not to be working full-time. I want this job. I want to learn. I'm ready. I am 51 this year. I figure I got 15 more years, and I want to do it at the bedside. I want to go out of my career doing what I loved the best. And so that is the very good news. But with that being said, the crafting chats, yeah, I have to whoop. Anyway, I don't even know where I got off talking about that. But anyway, that's an update. So on with the sale video. AA, yes. Okay, let's go over here to AA. Some of you guys wanted dangles, ding-a-lang-a-langles. This is a Christmas lampwork bead dangle that I made. It does have silver. I wonder if I could get it to focus. Oh, there it goes. And I use all glass, and then the little rondelle there. And it does have a loop at the bottom if you wanted to make this more of a larger dangle or part of a larger dangle, you could. It measures 1.5 inches long by about 1/2 inch wide, and I'm asking $6 for this little beauty. That's double A. And then double B is very different. It's another dangle. This one is a large White Christmas. That's what I named this one, White Christmas bead dangle. And it has a lot of like frosted pearl, bling, iridescent. Now this one is not glass, of course. These are probably from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They came in the great big sets that I loved. And then I added some little crystal, that's glass. But these are just the little, I think these, I can't remember if my seed beads are glass or not. I get them from Hobby Lobby. And this is so fun, but I just wanted to make one that was all white. It's very pretty and blingy. So, oh, I didn't measure this one. Are you serious? I thought I measured them all. Oh, my bad. Let's see. So this one, if you're just measuring the dangle, is a little over 2 inches long. And he is $6 as well, or she, whatever, BB. Okay. CC is so fun. I love this one. Okay. CC. This is a Christmas bead dangle. La 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 la. On a chain. It has 11 individual dangles and charms. That's vintage glass there. That is like a pearl color. There's one. This is a little pine cone dangle. I love that one. That one made me happy. I don't know why. It's just so simple and cool. Vintage lampwork glass. Glass pearl and red. And the little peppermint rondelle is glass. There. And this is from the big blingy sets I love so much. There's a little charm. And this is the only Christmas tree I had like this. I looked and looked. I was like, where did I get this? Because I also will buy vintage bead lots from eBay. Sometimes they're just one and done. But this bead dangle on chain is 4.25 inches long and at its widest about 1 inch. And I left the chain on the bottom here so that if you wanted to, when you purchase this, you could continue to add to it if you wanted it even longer. Or you could remove each individual dangle and make several dangles out of this collection, or just use it as is. And so this bead dangle, with all of its little handmade twists and turns and picking and choosing and probably a few cuss words, is $16 for CC. And then DD is another vintage wine label. This one measures 4.5 by 3.4, and it's on a thinner paper. I think it looks so cool. I love this text. But this label, I have 8 of them, and they are $2 each. That is DD. EE is another set of wine labels. Cotes du Rhone. I really need to Google how to pronounce that, because it could be Ron and I'm butchering it. You can see the fine print on that. Look at that. Gorgeous. These measure 4.8 by 3.5. These are the back. This is the back. And I have 50 of these, and I'm just asking $1 for EE, $1 each for EE. And I learned not to put the Post-its on the label. I stick the Post-its sort of down low. FF. This is so cute. This is a Raphael Tuck vintage New Year postcard. She is embossed, as you can see, with the gold background. Happy New Year. Has a fold here. Look at those stamps. I love it. And it's got writing. It's great. It measures 5.5 by 3.5. And I'm asking $4 for FF. I'm gonna slide her back in here so I don't get that Post-it on her. Okay, GG. This one became so much more interesting than I originally thought. GG was, in its previous life, before I got a hold of it, a vintage souvenir pillowcase sham. Yes, it was. And I tore it apart. Yes, I did. Because the back of it was a hideous purple. And I originally purchased the sham because I wanted this. I wanted her. So with research, I found out, by the way, that this is the legend of the Maid of the Mist. And it's here, Legend of Niagara Falls, or Maid of the Mist, same thing here. And so it's an old Iroquois legend that the grieving woman was steering her canoe into the dangerous currents and falls of Niagara, as we all know, are very dangerous. And before she actually reached the plunge, she was rescued by Hino, the god of thunder, who lives beneath the waters. Look at that. I just love it. And so these vintage pillowcase shams were printed, hand painted on a silky rayon satin. So it's very, very soft. This is the back. Now it was backed onto a hideous purple color. And I removed all of the stitches by hand very gently. And this is literally all that was left here. That was not done by me, because that purple was just, oh my God. And so I don't know why they would have backed it with purple. Poor choice. But anyway, so this piece of fabric measures 16.5 by 16.5. It is dated the 1930s and 50s through the 50s, or when these were available. And I believe the owner is the one that stitched this. From what I have read, they did not come like this. So she may have been in the midst of piecing her own embroidery there. And then this trim there is 6 foot, y'all, on one pillow. On one pillow, 6 foot of trim. And it's 4 1/4 long this way. And I know a lot of people love this. I thought about keeping it so I could do like a boho wraparound on a journal. But I have so many journals sitting ready, and I'm afraid I don't know. Who knows if I'll ever get to the boho journal. But for GG, I'm asking $8 for both, the trim and the pillowcase. Okay, buddy, you better. He is just standing on my foot. Okay, HH is gonna take some room. So, it's a big old brown suitcase. Okay, I have it unlatched. I'll show you right now. This is the back hinges here. And set it down. And it stays up with hinges. There's a little pocket there, and its hinges work really well. But inside are all of these little lenses. The damaged two are here. This little fella has a little crack in it. So now I'm seeing 3 cracked lenses. This one's fine, I just don't know where it came out of. Oh no, it's not. Look, it's coming out of its little wire right here. Here's a little envelope. I don't even know what's in here. Let's see. Oh, little keys. Oh, to the suitcase. Okay. Duh. Let's see what else is in here. I could scoot this back so you can see what I'm digging in here. It's like a ruler. Oh, how cute. No way. Didn't even know that was there. That is so cute. Oh, very cool. I love it. So inside this case, it says, let me see how many I counted, 102 lenses. Yes, there are 102 lenses, and some of them are very dark like this. Let's see, what is this? Ah, look at that one. Like a slit lamp almost. Maybe he used it for that. Look at this. It's like the complete, look at that. Oh, wow. Boy, and just think all this is gone now. Replaced. Oh. It's like a red color. And I don't know if you guys ever saw, but I did a craft with me a long time ago where we put vintage photos under here and decorated like you could have dangles and stuff hanging off here, lace and stuff. But so, let me see, this tray does come out of the suitcase, and this is the tray. It is see-through where the slots are here. And I got this years ago with every intention of selling the individual lenses for $3 each. But as you can see, never got around to it. So I would like to offer the entire suitcase, tray, lenses, and equipment as a total for $148 to maybe someone that resells. However, if no one is interested in that at the live sale, I will give it a minute or two in case anyone there would be interested in the entire lot. But if not, then I will offer the lenses at $3 each. But I'm really hoping that someone would buy it all together so that it could stay together. Oh, there's another lens in the pouch here. Let's see. Oh, look, that one's busted up. So, but if anyone is interested, that little briefcase and all of its eyeball lenses is HH, and I'm asking $148. And then I gets a little simpler here. These are rusty paper clips and tags that I have bought from various sellers here. I personally don't use rusty stuff. I know, I could just hear all of you going, oh, but I don't. I could, I guess, but I bought these so that I could put them in paper packs, and you know how that goes. So I do believe I got this one from Lindy, and I've tried to count how many are in here. I know there's at least 2. I'm seeing 2 in here. And then these are rusty paper clips. So I pay $1, $1, and $5. So I pay $7 for this all, but I would like to sell I for $5 for anyone that just really enjoys rusty. And then JJ, I have these glassine envelopes, which I thought I had almost sold out of these actually quite a while ago, and I apparently didn't, because here these are. So these are glassine envelopes with vintage stamp blocks inside, and they are numbered. And they come in all different colors, themes. You just really never know what you're going to find in here. I really love putting these in my paper packs. I would put them in ephemera pouches. They're just really fun. Look at that one. So these I would like to sell a lot of 10, so you get 10 of these for $8. Or I could do 5 of these for $4 if you don't want 10 of them. You know, you want just a little bit less amount of them. I have 115 of these available. Let's see. Yeah, they're pretty cool. You just never know. Very cool. So that is JJ. Trying to keep my tablecloth clear. Let's see. Oh, KK. So I had this at the first sale, and she did not go anywhere. So I've lowered, I've lowered her price. This is an antique framed portrait of a little girl on a pony. And here you can see the corners here. Look at that, so pretty. Just very ornate. And she measures 5 by 7 inches. It's like a velvet. And I was asking 25. She did not move, so I'm asking 19 for KK. If anyone had an Etsy or an eBay, you could probably list it there and get twice your money for it. But I just don't have time. Okay, LL. This is a cute little Gibson Girl era fashion postcard from the early 20th century. And it is post-dated 1911. And I'm asking $5 for LL. MM is a little white collar that I got from France. And it measures 20 inches long. And there is discoloration here, like vintage, like turning of the fabric there. So 20 inches by 4.5 inches is the widest here. And so for MM, I'm asking $2. for MM. NN, you guys have seen before. I have a few of these left. These are letters from Paris from 1946 through 1949. They have the coolest stamps. I didn't count this. I'll just stick it in with somebody's. They have the coolest stamps. Some of them are on like a tissue paper. This is just, look at that. This makes my heart sing. I love that. It's so Tim Holtz looking. They are handwritten letters in English. They are not written in French. I have 13 of these. Uh-oh, might be 12. Nope, there's one in there. Yeah. So I have 13 of these, and they are $2 each. That is NN. OO, I had to have fun. So OO is a gorgeous crochet lace collar, also from France. It is an ecru color. It does have discoloration. It has wear. It's coming apart from age. And all I can do is think about Lori B and what she could do with this. That's what I think of. So this is OO, and it measures 20 inches by 5.5. 5.5 this way, 20 inches this way. And for this sale only, I am asking $13 for OO. Double P is a gorgeous vintage French wine label. Banyuls, maybe is how we say this. It is a sweet wine. And it also has the award labels here from 1887 through 1931. So this is all the awards that this wine won. This is the back. It's a coarser paper than the others. A little heavier. Has the gold. I have 8 of these, and they are $2 each. PP. Whoops, watch out, turtle. Okay, he has a ball playing with my tennis shoes. Okay, QQ is another vintage wine label. I'm not even gonna try to say this one. I'm just not. This is aged sherry is what these labels were for. They are $2 each. And I have 5 of these. That is QQ. R. R. These are sets of vintage playing cards. There are 8 different cards inside of these packs. All the fun right here. So I have 22 sets of these. I have 22 of these. and I am asking $2 a set for RR. SS. These are also a set of 8 playing cards, but I only have 3 sets like this. They're just a little different. Some of them, as you can see, are the same as the other sets. That's neat. That could be cool for a Christmas journal, actually. So SS, these are also $2 each, and I have 3. TT is a more playing cards, set of 8 playing cards. I have 9 sets of these. So this one is almost identical to the other pack except this card. So TT is $2 a set. Okay. And you guys have seen this UU before. This is a hand-sewn cover from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. I bought it thinking that I was gonna make a journal with it, and I have not made it. So on the previous sale, let's see, I paid $19 for it. I lowered it to $13. It did not sell. So I'm asking $9 for this cover. It's really awesome. I mean, I honestly can't believe it hasn't sold, but that's okay, because I honestly can't believe I haven't used it yet. You know what? I think I bought this so long ago. It was before we even knew about Teddy. Oh, that's why I haven't opened it. Well, you know what? Let's open it, because we're going to have to see what's in here. I want you to see the inside. Yeah. I want you to see the whole thing. Look at that. Dogwoods, which is my tattoo. Hello. I love it. Dogwood was my grandfather's favorite tree. When they cleared the land for their farm, he went through and cut for their home. He cut all the trees except he would not cut down a dogwood. He told my grandmother no, he would not remove any of the dogwoods. I think that's so cool. So this is UU. And again, I'm asking $9 for UU. VV is another Patty Lang cover that I don't know if it didn't sell last time or if I just ran out of time. I might have ran out of time and didn't get to show this one, actually, now that I think about it. Oh well. This one is 17 by 11 inches. And it's gorgeous. That is the inside. Such a gorgeous cover. For this one, I am asking $14, which is like $11 less than what I paid for it, guys. So, my loss, your win. VV. Let's go. VV 14. W Wawa is another French wine label. This is the Imperial Star. Again, with all of its rewards there. These are thin. Look at that. Huh, look at that. That one's different. It's like the label was moved up, wasn't it? And the ink changed. It's very cool. So anyway, these are 3 vintage wine labels. I am asking $2 per label. That is WW. We're almost done. Okay, XX. La 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 la. This is XX. This is a ledger file here from 1898 to 1899. It measures 15 1/4 long and 10 inches wide. It has 28 pages. And the paper is a little thin. It's not the thick ledger. So this was just a file. This one is blank here. This is the back. And so for XX, I am asking $50 for that. Why? Let's see. For YY, you guys have seen these before. They are 1976 letters, and I believe that I was selling them for $1 a piece. I gotta tell you this. Oh my God, it's so funny. So I was going through these letters trying to, you know, figure out, okay, what is the best way how to sell these? So the guy's name is Johnny, okay? Like there's letters in here from, I believe, his sister, his mom, and of course other people. Very cool. You know, we love you, stay safe, these things. And then I come across this one. I'm just going to show you. It's just so crazy, right? Dear Johnny, sorry to bust your anonymity, Miss June, but what's going on? Johnny, I'm still looking for some smoke. I just can't find none. I'm outside. Johnny, I jointed the National Guards. I just have to wait for my papers, then I'll know where I'll have my basic. But I will find you some smoke before then, I hope. Johnny, it's really dead around here. You can't find nothing on the streets. Karen sends her love. Little Aunt is bad as ever. He gets into everything. Johnny, if you're going to Florida with us next summer, don't forget you have to have $50 in by October. I got to go now, so take it easy. Love, Anthony. So, I haven't read the rest of these letters. But if if you want that one, I will be glad to put it in the lot, but I'm going to sell this whole lot. There's 15 letters. Well, if you count this one, 16, okay? For $8. This cracked me up. I was like, I need to read some of these and just kind of get a context of what these letters are about. That's the first one I opened and I was like, okay then. But then I had to think, like, look at the post date, right? We're in the 70s. 76, I was a year old. You know, you're looking at post-Vietnam. I don't know. It's just interesting, I guess. But anyway, YY is $8. And then ZZ is the last thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, ZZ, yeah. This is the last thing. It's so out there. Okay, it's so out there, but here it is. So ZZ is an antique silver and gold French handbag. Okay, so these are marcasite micro beads. As you can see, very fragile, very delicate. They're your two loose beads here. This is from the Terry Grassac collection in Brest, France. And I'm probably sure you don't pronounce it that way, but I just did. I don't care. It's B-R-E-S-T, whatever. They didn't want me to say it that way. They shouldn't spell it that way. All right. And there's some fleur-de-lis. Look. Isn't that cool? So this is a very antique purse. I opened it once. Let me see how I do it. Oh, there it goes. This is the inside. Has stuffing in it. I didn't touch it from the shipper. Look at this adorable closure in there. Look at that. A little button. Is that not cute? I was like, why did we stop doing that? That's really cute. But anyway, there you go. Still works. And it has its little chain there. So this purse, if again you have an eBay, Etsy, something, and you have time and you wanted to put into the marketing and things, you could sell this for much higher, but I'm asking $40 because I need it away from me. I need the space, and I cannot stand to have such a cutie sitting, waiting on me to have time to do what it needs to move properly, which is like a great Instagram or something on it. But so yeah, it was 60, but no, I'm just saying 40. So that's all my pre-sale stuff, you guys. I'll have more. I have like mostly just more books, a few more dangles that are over here on this counter that I am going to need to price and get gone, get moved. I've got some really big magazines. I don't know how I got these, but here they are. Anyway, so if you're interested in anything here, email me at clemenscrafts@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description box too, because tomorrow at noon I start selling with Christy and I'm so excited. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye.